Is 3 inches less than twice its height if the area of the triangle is 126 square inches. What are the dimensions? So I always start these with drawing a picture. We have no idea what kind of triangle it's going to be, so I just put a random triangle there. They said the base is 3 less than twice the height, so I'm going to draw in my height, and then I'm going to use that statement to label my base. So 3 less than twice the height. Please be careful, that is not 3 minus 2h. 3 less means subtract 3 on the end from twice the height. Be real careful about that. So they gave me the area, and I know that the area is the base times the height divided by 2. So I'm going to be filling in this formula with what I have from my picture and the 126 for the area. So the base is 2h minus 3 times the height is h. All of that's divided by 2 equals to that 126. So I don't want to try to divide that numerator by 2. So to take care of that, what I need to do is multiply both sides of the equation by 2. And so over here it gets rid of my denominator, and on this side it doubles 126, so that side would be 252. Now over here I'm left with just the numerator, and I'm going to be weird and I'm going to move that h in the front. So all I did was kind of switch the order there. I only did that because I wanted you to see my distribution. So 2h squared minus 3h equals 252. So at this point, what I need you to realize is that anytime you have a variable squared and the variable by itself, you need to bring everything to one side and then choose the best method for solving. Now this particular lesson was on factoring, so we're going to use factoring to solve. Later on we'll learn the quadratic formula, and you might like that better. That'll be just up to you when we get there. So 2h squared minus 3h minus 252 equals 0. So since I'm going to have to use my factoring method, I have this 2 in the front. That's going to make the factoring a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to use that method that we talked about in class, which was my father drives a red Mercedes, or my friends don't really matter, which is mean, but slightly funny. So multiply the 2 times the 252. That's the first step. We're multiplying by 2 to temporarily get rid of that lead coefficient. H squared minus 3h, 252 times 2, 4, 504. Yes? Is that right? Anybody that did it? Okay. So factor this. So I need factors of 504. It's a negative 504. Means my factors have to have opposite signs. And since the middle term is a negative 3, I know that the difference in my factors is going to be a negative 3. So I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm going to think about factors of 504. So negative 24 and positive 21 are great factors for 504. They're very close together. And the negative 1 is on the higher one because the middle term is negative. So notice that these do combine to be negative 3. So, and we just sort of like guess and check on our factors here. If you want to use your calculator, you can do y equals negative 504 divided by x, and then get your table. And the table will give you your factors of 504. So look for your whole numbers there. So it's going to be h minus 24 and h plus 21. So don't think that you're done yet, even though you want to be. We multiplied back here. We sort of like violated a math rule. So we have to correct for that. We have to divide by the same number we multiplied by. So it's going to be, and you always divide your constant in each binomial. So 24 divided by 2, and then h plus 21 divided by 2. Then you reduce if possible, so h minus 12 and h plus 21 over 2 doesn't reduce. And then m for move. If you have any denominators left, they move in the front of the binomial there. So h minus 12, and then still inside the parentheses, 2h plus 21. So these are my two factors. And since I need to know, I need to solve it, not just factor it, you set these factors equal to 0. And then you solve. So h could be 12 or h could be negative 21 halves. Now, negative 21 halves makes no sense for h, so it's out. So ditch that one. Keep the 12. So right now I know that h is 12. But I was asked for both of my dimensions, so I need to go back up to my picture here. If h is 12, the base is 2 times 12 minus 3. So that's 24 minus 3, which is 21. So my height is 12 and my base is 21. And let's see what units these were. Inches.